Hey y'all. All right, so we're back with another video, and this time the video is going to be called
When it's time to let it go.
When It's Time to Let It Go, because we all have to let it go at some point. If it's not good for us, we got to let it go. Okay? So, first thought. I feel like whenever your partner is starting to obviously get too comfortable, and especially when you guys have just started out in your relationship, if you're starting already to get too comfortable, then it's time to let it go because I mean, of course, you don't let it go automatically, but if they're not open to talking about your issues, if they're not open to having a healthy discussion, then that's when you know it might be a wrap for this relationship. Because then that's saying that they don't have enough maturity, they can't handle it, and they're not ready for it.
Well, I think first of all, we have to break this whole conversation down into the severity of the relationship. Is it a just talking thing? Is it a committed monogamous relationship? Or is it monogamous to the point that we're married? In talking, I hate that whole thing. I feel like by the time you turn 18, talking is dead. Like, I mean, I've talked and talked and talked to the point where, I mean, how if any of y'all, have seen the video where the guy's like
Cornell.
Yeah, like oh, me and your grandmother, we still talking. We just been talking for 50. What he say? 50 years.
50.
Me and Brenda just been talking up a storm since 50 years, and we just got 8 kids and counting. Like, I'm not understanding. What are you talking about? What I'm talked out. I'm exhausted. I really am. Can we dead talking in 2016? It's either first of all, talking used to be called dating.
Right.
There's dating and then there's in a relationship. Okay? So when you're dating exclusively, you're in a relationship. When you're talking, you're getting to know, is this somebody that you can commit to?
But you're attracted to that person.
Right. And nowadays people be friends and they be like, oh, we talking. And then y'all be wanting to give up the boontang and the poontang, and it's like, but whoa here. I mean, aren't you talking? So then don't be mad when you see them talking to a million other people because you're just talking. So I think one of the things that's going to dead this talking thing is that if people start taking themselves seriously enough to know, no, I'm not going for the okie doke. I'm not talking to you for over X amount of time. By this time, if we have not committed and been in a relationship, it's over. That's how you know it's time to let go. If you're just talking and talking and talking till your face turns pink, then you need to let that go because that person's not mature enough. And then sometimes you be surprised. You let something go, it may just run after you. And it may just act right. They just have to see that you're
not going to stay always. You're not going, if you don't hurt, we don't have time. I mean, not saying that, especially at my age, not saying that we're in any rush necessarily, but I mean, why waste time when I feel like my time is being wasted?
And you're doing everything that you're doing in relationships. Nowadays, chicks out here are washing men's drawers. Y'all the real MVP.
Cooking.
Because the stuff y'all put up with for nothing in return, I mean, couldn't be me.
No.
I'm glad somebody put up with it. I wouldn't. But
I mean,
that's neither here nor there. I think that when we talking about things, time to let it go. Speaking on that topic, we're talking about how you leave somebody alone, then they come back. You know, the whole social media aspect. How do you know when somebody is lurking on your page? What are some of the red flags that you get?
Okay, well, I feel like they, of course, not comment because that's blatantly, like, obvious, but they might like your picture and then you see that they liked it, but then they accidentally click off it, like, oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Feed
like, right. Like, oh, I didn't mean to like that. Let me like it.
Yeah.
That might be one of the signs that they are lurking. Let's see.
Unfollow and refollow.
Yes, unfollow him. Yes, because obviously you have to go through, like, you have to be on that person's profile in order to hit the unfollow, but like you have to
And I mean, I know
be
I'm
on
guilty of
there.
that because I used to, when I was her age, when I was 19, I would be on Facebook. Back then, MySpace was popping. And I would be friends with somebody and I would unfriend them every time they did something. And then I would re-add, like, you unfollow me again today? Really? You really unfollow me again today? Like,
Yeah.
what I do now? Oh, because I saw that you was talking to such and such and such. Why you commenting on that page? And we weren't even together. And I mean, I still know the person, like, and everything. But I just was, that's, immature stuff that we do. We love is so complicated. Like is so complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Wanting somebody is so complicated. Thinking somebody's attractive is so complicated that we don't know how to make sense of our feelings sometimes. At least I know I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, we're both Tauruses,
Yeah.
so we love hard, and so if we see our time being wasted, or we see that you're talking to other people,
We
other
quick to
chicks
be
in her case,
like,
other guys in my case, you get mad because you feel
yeah.
like why am I not enough? You not even doing the stuff I want you to do. So how you got time to do this stuff for somebody else?
You don't.
Also, liking, she said liking posts. I mean, liking posts on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I lurk on purpose. I mean, I leave a trail that I'm lurking on purpose. Like, I'll like a picture of you from 66 weeks ago because I want you to know I'm up and I'm thinking about you. That's just little sweet stuff that I do, though.
I mean, that's just. I feel like that's if y'all are mutually, in like or whatever,
Yeah.
that's just how it goes. You like each other's pictures, and I would think that it was a problem if the person, your significant other, wasn't liking your pictures, especially if they're following you. I would think they would want to know what you were up to on social media, even though you are probably constantly texting them behind the scenes, FaceTiming, and calling each other. I mean,
So let's talk about this when it's time to let go. And let's talk about, let's say, for instance, you are talking to somebody. Y'all lose touch. You start talking again. Everything is going right and well and swell and there it's mutual, you feel like, and then all of a sudden it just stops. Can you let that go easily, or is that something that you think that you should fight for to see, what the issue is that something, I see so many people posting, oh, I mean, every year 2016, you just getting cut off with no warning, and I'm just, but is that easier said than done?
I feel like if your feelings are still in it, and obviously they must have had some sort of feelings towards you if they gonna hit you up. Um, so I feel like if there are still some feelings, maybe you should explore them, but not push too hard. Because I mean, I will be looking for indicators and signs to see how this person reacts, because like they are just hitting you back up, so they must be looking for something, but you don't exactly know what that something is. So you just always want to proceed with caution. Just don't be too pushy as soon as they, hit you up. Don't get too excited. Just slow your roll and watch what they do. Watch their actions. Be very, just observe. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to be happy out here, you know. So
Yeah. You have anything else that you want to say?
I mean, I don't have anything else to say other than, when somebody is showing you something, be upfront and honest with them. Keep it a buck. You never would have hit, if you're hitting me up and I'm hitting you back and I'm liking your pictures and I'm FaceTime with you and, everything is going right. I owe you, even if we're not in a relationship, sort of a synopsis of my feelings.
Right.
Like, what are you feeling like? I shouldn't feel like I'm pulling teeth to find out from you what you're feeling like. I shouldn't feel nervous, like, okay, am I going to get a response to this when I send it? Like, am I sending a risky text by asking you? And another thing that I hate when people say stuff like, oh, well, I hate when a chick asks, what are we? But she wants to know.
How else are we supposed to know?
I mean, everybody out here claims they so real and be really so fake.
But see, you know what? The thing I have come to learn, the thing I've come to find out is that if you have to ask that question, then obviously there's something wrong. Because they will tell you that you will know how they are feeling if they are really into it the way that if they're really into you as much as you are into them, you will know how they're feeling. You will know. So you won't even have to ask that question because they'll be direct. Or at least if they're not direct and they don't just come out right and say it, you'll have some sort of sign. They'll be talking about, the future. They'll be talking about they'll be making plans.
Right. Talking about growing business together and
right,
traveling and
future plans. So
yes, like I said, I mean, if I'm asking about your family, just know I hold you in high regard because I wouldn't care if you was just some average person.
Right.
So.
Right. So, yeah. Were those your final thoughts, or?
Yeah, I don't have nothing else to say.
Okay. Well, I definitely had a good time doing this video. I like having discussions like this. I hope y'all enjoyed watching it. And remember to leave comments down below, thumbs up, and subscribe, okay? Bye. See you in my next video.